It's a game where it's a race against time. Every second that passes increases the likelihood that some tragedy like this is going to be the outcome.
The 16-year-old who lived in Greenville, Texas, got up for school like any normal teen on November 2nd in 2012. Campus surveillance camera footage showed Moore safely exit the bus at 3:25 p.m. Friday near her home at the corner of Bourland and Walnut Streets. Nobody would have guessed that that would be her last time ever being seen alive. When Alicia suddenly disappeared, she was reported missing until 4 days later, when her remains were found 40 miles from where she disappeared. She was found in a furniture trunk along Highway 47 in rural Van Zandt County. She was not the type to just go with any random stranger, as her aunt, Jessica Bird, stated that she's not the type that would just take off, and she would not walk up to anybody she did not know. She is very shy and quiet. Either someone threatened her to come with them, or she was approached by someone she trusted. We just don't know. Alicia's family was disappointed with the policy's action of duty, as they stated the situation did not qualify as an Amber Alert.
10-year-old girl, and you owe it not just to the victim's family or the potential victim's family, but you owe it to all those in the area to basically say, hey, listen, there's a predator out there, or there's potentially a predator out there.
Man that Alicia's mother reported previous months before the incident for sexually abusing her daughter. He was arrested and charged with sexual assault of a child and indecency with a child by sexual contact. Police investigated whether he may or may not have been connected to case, even though he was in jail at the time of her disappearance. The second suspect looked into was Tobias Whetstone, a man previously questioned about Alicia's, and was arrested. The police said he was arrested on an outstanding family violence arrest and didn't state if he was linked to Moore's killing. Whetstone's mother, Tracy Whetstone, told NBC5 that her son also was uninvolved in the Moore case. She said police searched their home Monday looking for evidence that would tie her son to Moore's disappearance, but found nothing. Tracy Whetstone spoke to NBC5 saying, "I'm actually hurt about it because I know my son would do nothing like that. We got witnesses where he was, and I know my son. I have faith in God, and I know he didn't do this." With no further leads, the case went stagnant for a period of 6 months until a man named Michael Moore was taken into custody. He was a 57-year-old man and the great-uncle of Alicia Moore. DNA was found on Alicia's body.
They found her lifeless body in that trunk. She was strangled around her itty-bitty neck, and she was nude.
He was taken into custody. Michael attended her memorial and was said to be an intimate part of Alicia's life. Much of her family was shocked and in disbelief when police took him into custody. Alicia's aunt stated, "We're glad it's an arrest, but we're just shocked about the person who they arrested. Would have never thought it was my uncle, but if that's what the DNA say, that's what the DNA say." Michael stated that he wasn't surprised when police came to arrest him and even accused police of planting evidence, stating, "Who is going to believe me over the U.S. Marshals and the FBI? Nobody's going to believe me. If there's my DNA on her body, then they put it there." Michael defended himself by saying, "No, I didn't murder Alicia. I loved Alicia. I wanted to help her. She had some mental problems, and I wanted to help her. She has some sexual problems. She was addicted to sex."
But Alicia and her behavior on trial, saying the 16-year-old was sleeping with older men and addicted to pornography. Alicia was engaging in some very high-risk behavior that placed her in danger, and they had other leads. Prosecutors say Alicia Moore was a sex abuse victim taken advantage of by older men, a little girl from a broken home who ended up paying the price.
This is not the first time Moore had been investigated for a murder of a child. In California, he had been the prim suspect, but claims that eventually another man was convicted of the crime. Moore was charged with capital murder, and his bail was set to $10 million. In 2013, Michael was found guilty for the murder of Alicia and sentenced to life in prison. Alicia's aunt says, "I love him, and I'm not the one to judge him. He'll have to deal with the man upstairs for that."